Welcome, everyone. In the name of the entire Kehillah, we want to roll out the red carpet of welcome home to Baruchian. He's the only person I know that drives 18 hours to hear a Mishna Yomis. 18 hours, unbelievable. It's really nice to see you. Really, see, I got a chance to see him in Florida. He actually sponsored Shal Shudas in the Stiebel that I said. But I spoke in the Stiebel one Shal Shudas, in the Young Israel two Shal Shudases, and then I gave also two Mincha Marvs in the Young Israel and one drasha. I did a Q&A. Were you by the Q&A? Oh, you are by the Q&A. Yeah. Anyway, it's good to have you back. So we're holding in the sixth parak, Mishna Gimel and Mishna Dalid, which is sponsored by the Fish family, Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shalom ben Avam Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, also the Nishmas David ben Chaim, Lefu Shalem Filio Moshe ben Chai, Sar Yaakov ben Basi Leh, for the schus of Avram ben Yom ben Ishma Malki Yehudis, Vayol Klugman and family, Lefu Shalem for my Shver, Avidraya ben Rivka, Hinda Bas Chai Sarah, Yitzhak ben Tzim ben Dusha, Rivka Bas Shivaleya, Shmuel ben Yom ben Shivaleya, for David Yoel ben Razel, Moshe ben Esther Fradel, and Meir ben Chayesar. They should have a refuah shalema b'sech shecher Yisrael. So now here, Yaakov, nasan pruta. I give Yaakov a pruta. Now I give him very careful instructions. Amaloi havi li b'chetzia neiros. Now a ner, although ner is, people translate it as a candle, but ner is actually the lamp. So I tell him, listen, Yaakov, spend half of the pruta on a lamp, ubechetzia psilas, and half of it on wicks. What does Yaakov do? Halach v'hevi loy bekula neris, either he spends it all on the lamps, or bekula psilas, or all on the wicks. Well, you know something? Both of us dodged a bullet. Neither of us are moil. Because if he bought all lamps, so he did half of my instruction. I told him to buy half a lamp. So I'm moil in half a pruta. You're not chayiv if you moil half a pruta. The half of the wick, which he disobeyed, that's excuse me. I told him to buy half a lamp and half a wick. So if he bought all lamp, so he fulfilled my directions with half, but that's not enough because it's only half a pruta. He disobeyed my directions on half, but again, that's only half a pruta. So neither of us was mal a pruta, so neither of us has to bring an asham, neither of us has to pay. We're all potter. Here's another case. I tell him, buy me only a lamp for this pruta. Or only wicks. And he went ahead and did half and half. So there again, he fulfilled my instructions halfway. I told him to buy it, or use it all on lamps. He did a half on lamps. So I'm oil half. For that, he's my shliach. And he disobeyed half, but again, it's only half a pruta. Half a pruta, there's no Meila. Avol. If I tell him, bring me half lambs from Wegmans, and half wicks from Pathmark. V'halach v'heveloi neiros mi beis psilos upsilos mi beis neiros, and he went ahead and he mixed it up, and he bought me the lamps from Pathmark and the wicks from Wegmans. So he disobeyed my instructions on the full amount. He messed it all up. A whole prut is worth up. So then Ashliach Mal. Then Yaakov is Mal, which we knew would happen eventually. Now, next Mishnah. Nasan loy shtei prutos. Here I give him 2 prutos. Now, I don't know if you know, but Yaakov is a very sophisticated shopper. So he'll get a good deal. So I give him 2 prutas. Amalai havali esrik. Buy me an esrik. Now he checks on eBay and on Amazon and by the shuk. V'halach v'hevi loy bepruta esrik. He gets me for a pruta an esrig worth 2 prutas. So he didn't shortchange me at all. And of a pruta remind. He figures, you know what, Rabbi Weiss is a nice guy. He has a pruta extra. He buys me a pomegranate. So, Shnei Moel. We're both Moel. I'm Moel because he did my shlichus. He got me an esrig with 2 prutas. That's what Rab says clearly. He got me an esrig with 2 prutas. He's a shopper deluxe. So he got me an esrig with 2 prutas. And he's Moel because I didn't tell him to buy a remind. So he spent the pruta on a remind, so he's Moel for that. Rabbi Yehuda says, I'm off the hook. I'm not Moel at all. Because I told you, Yaakov, to buy me an esrig for 2 prutas, but I knew you were a big shopper. So I figured with the 2 prutas, you would get me an esrig with 4 prutas. Rabbi Yehuda Aimer Balabayis Leimal Shuamaloi Esrig Gadol Yisi Mevakesh. I wanted the best esrig that you, Mr. Shopper Supreme, could get me. And instead you spent only 1 pruta, and I feel shortchanged. So therefore, I'm not Mol. You didn't follow my instructions. Just Yaakov is Mol. Now, the Mishnah says the exact same case with another scenario, because we enjoy, watching Yaakov's shenanigans. You have to know that the dinars of, see, Baruch, it's worth coming for this. I mean, we're going to get this. You have to know that a dinars of in the exchange is 6 selah. That's how it works. So here again, Nasan dinars of, I give Yaakov a dinars of, Amalei havali chalaik. Bring me a shirt, wrinkle-free, cotton. Bring me a shirt. V'halach v'hevi loy b'shleisha chalak. He finds on Amazon Prime a special, and he gets me the shirt with the dinars of for half price. He gets it to me for 3 slum. But b'shleisha talis, and the other 3 slum, he buys me a talis, nice talis cotton. Shnei Alu. I'm Mo because I got my shirt that I wanted, and he's Mo because I didn't tell him to buy a talis, so he's also Mo. Again, Rabbi Yehuda says, no, Yaakov, I knew that I would be getting a tuxedo class shirt from you. When I gave you a dinar zav, I knew that you would get me something that's double the price. So Rabbi Yehuda Aimer Balabayis Leimo Shu Aimer Lechalok Gadol Yisim Avakish. I was expecting this, creme de la creme of a shirt. They basically cut and vara. I figured for dinar zav you would have gotten me double my money, and you disappointed me. So therefore you didn't fulfill my instructions. Therefore I'm not Moel, and only, as usual, Yaakov is Moel. Rab Chanani ben